Well, I finally did it. I had to make a call and change out my regular slider sight for my Garmin Xero for the hunting season. I was fighting it because I really was enjoying having a standard sight on there, or at least having the dial sight on there. I think it was just, I don't know, there's something comfortable about shooting that sight. It fits me. That being said, the Garmin Xero is an outstanding sight. I found it to be immensely helpful during the hunting season last time around. That little red dot on there and its ability to just adjust to whatever sight you range it at was pretty handy. But it does have its downsides. This has a hard time holding a zero. And I don't mean that the sight itself moves. All the fittings and fixtures on there are solid. It's the electronic component within there that has a tendency to slip, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term. But after, say, maybe 10, 15 shots, the zero will start to move. And then, I'm aiming lower and lower and lower, trying to follow my shots down. They seem to drift. It seems like 1 to 2 yards every shot until it's just completely off the target. And again, that's after about 10 to 15 shots. So like what I do is I just shoot it at, I'll shoot it on a Thursday, and then I'll go out and hunt Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then maybe Monday or Tuesday, I'll just shoot it just to keep in the habit. And then I'll have to re-zero it on Thursday, and then just repeat the process over. When you're not really taking that many shots when you're hunting, so it does the job. But in the off season, using it for 3D shoots and just general target, it's not really suited to that. And I don't think you really need it when you're shooting at a standing target that's not moving on you. It's easy to just hit it with a rangefinder, adjust your dial, and go. But for moving targets or something that's coming in on you, this thing is pretty clutch for sure. I don't like, and I don't know, maybe this exists, but I don't know about it. But it doesn't have the bridge lock. Put that around. It doesn't have a bridge lock attachment that I know of, so I have to side mount it. So it's a little bit clunky. It kind of sits out there. It's not ideal. It's not great. But I'm not going for style points. It does the job. It sits right where it needs to. And I mean, it works. But if I'm going to be out there, I might as well look cool, right? I bought all these new outfits for the season. I might as well have a bridge lock on my Garmin Xero sight. My hunting buddies labeled me the tech guy, not because everything I buy is technologically advanced, but because I just am constantly into getting newer and newer gear as I go on. One of my buddies, he's traditional and all, except that he uses a compound bow, and even his bow is it's getting old. It's still solid, but it's getting old. But I mean, he's out there in a hoodie and jeans and his hey dudes, calling it good in the middle of winter. I told him I'm just not that robust. But even he has to admit that having this sight during the hunting season is a phenomenal addition to the kit. No lasers or anything like that. I've done a pretty decent amount of research into that because I wanted to make sure that I was legal with this. But as long as it's not projecting a light downrange, which it isn't, then it isn't. There's no legal issues with using it. All it is simply is a rangefinder, and then it auto adjusts a red dot sight. And I know that there's a certain lighting that you must call it at the end of legal light, but this gives you all the way up to legal light very comfortably, shooting without having to turn anything, dials or any little lights on your normal sights or anything like that. So I've had good success. I'm happy to get it on there. That just means the hunting season's coming. Like I said, though, I was kind of enjoying the old sight, but that time of the year, so this will be it until the end of the season.